Did you remember the Pulwama attack? After that attack also, the situation between India and Pakistan got worsened. And after the Pulwama attack, we have witnessed the brutal Pahalgam attack. And after that also, we can see that situation of both countries have become worsened. As a result, we can see that India has announced that it is going to discontinue Indus Water Treaty. Also, Pakistan has announced that they are going to suspend Simla Agreement. Hello and welcome to the InNews series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Simla Agreement suspension by the Pakistan, and this session is important for your GS 2 perspective. So let's move towards the news part. So before moving to the news part, what we are going to discuss in today's session. So today we are going to discuss about what are the background of the Simla Agreement, what are the principles of the Simla Agreement, and what would be the after effects after the suspension of the Simla Agreement. So we are going to talk on to these matters. So the news is that you already know that after the Pahalgam incident, the countries are retaliating each other. They are making allegations to each other, and they are saying that these countries, especially India, is saying that because the terror activities which had happened in the Kashmir is Pakistan sponsored. So amid all these controversies, the countries are announcing suspension. India has also asked Pakistani national to leave this country immediately. So such kind of things and such kind of another announcement which is worsening the people to people connect between these two countries. So well, we do not know that when things will got normalized, but this is the current situation that even they want to cut off the people to people connect. So this is the news which we are going to cover up, that why Shimla Agreement got suspended. In many news, this particular news has been circulating. We do not know that what would be the exact thing, but this news has been circulating. So before going to the another discussion of thing, you already know that we have Drishti IAS, and in Drishti IAS we have ISJS Foundation online course, and in that online course Drishti IAS has upgraded what you can say AI features. So here we have one thing is AI summary. So based on your video content, it is going to provide you AI summary so that you can easily understand. Then we have also AI quiz. So based on your video content, it will give you AI quiz so that you can practice for your prelims. Also, if you have any doubts related to the video content, anything, you can avail the feature which is ask me a question. So you can resolve their doubt. And this particular course is also available in what you can say offline mode, which is in Drishti IAS Noida. So if you want to avail the classes offline, you can call us on 87501 87501. So this is the our calling number. Coming to the 1970 war. So here we are going to talk about that what is the background of the Simla Agreement. So you may have heard about the 1970 war between India and Pakistan, and that war has caused the liberation of Bangladesh, and Bangladesh has become a new country after that war. So why such kind of tensions and such kind of things happened? Because there was so many what you can say insurgency, so many conflict were happening in and around Pakistan, which is West Pakistan and East Pakistan. And it has been alleged that in East Pakistan, the Pakistani government is doing brutal things and they are not doing justice with the East Pakistani people. As a result, what we can see that there was so many infiltration happened in West Bengal and Assam of India. As a result, in order to provide and in order to help them, India extended their hand, but that has been taken in a very wrong manner by Pakistan, and Pakistan did airstrike. And after that, India also responded to the situation, and here it comes to a situation of the war. And the result of the war, we can see that it was in the favor of India, because unlike we were not expecting that we will win this war, but unlike the expectations, the India won the war because Pakistani military had surrendered. So this is the basic background about the 1971 war, and it has what we can see that it has witnessed the liberation of Bangladesh, and today Bangladesh is here because of this particular war. So birth of the Bangladesh happened from this particular war. So you already had discussed about these things, and at that point of time we have this PM Indira Gandhi. So this is very much important because in prelims examination they ask questions like this. So you should be very careful about that. Who was the what you can say PM of India? And here we also provided support to the Bangladesh by arming, by training, and also by what you can say providing support to the Mukti Bahini. So this kind of support we have provided to the Bangladesh. So here if we'll talk about the war, so on December 3rd, 1971, Pakistan launched air strikes on Indian airbase. We had already discussed that by December 16, Indian forces had surrounded Dhaka and the capital of East Pakistan. With no chance of winning, the Pakistan army surrendered. So this was the what you can say aftermath, and then there is a result. So the creation of Bangladesh, we already know that, and it remains one of the most decisive and swift military victories in the modern history. So I have already explained all these things to you, that what was the result, what was the impact. Now we are going to talk about this what you can say Simla Agreement. So here Simla Agreement is a result of 1971 war. And why it is a result of 1970 war? Because things got worsened after that. So the both countries had decided that they need a mediator for this, and that's why the Simla Agreement got signed on 2nd of July 1972, a year after the India-Pakistan War of 1971. And there was an agreement between Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and Pakistani President Zulfikar Bhutto of Pakistan. And this is basically to improve the ties between two countries. So its aim is to we have to reverse the aftermath of the 1970 war. So as you already see that when there is a war situation, when there is a war between two countries, there is always after effects. There is a what you can say enmity, there is a cruelty, there is no progress. So they want to reverse the aftermath of the war, and that's why the Simla Agreement came into the existence. So what are the provisions of Simla Agreement we have? So it had advocated the peace and friendship between India. Then here it will go from the UN principle. So the future relation would be based on the UN Charter, respecting sovereignty, territorial integrity and political independence, no unilateral actions. So no country can take one or single-handedly decision. So UN principle they had to follow, and also they agreed for the troop withdrawal. Both sides agreed to pull back troops to their respective sides of the international border. So these are the what you can say part of the Simla Agreement. Also we have some more thing, restore communication. So every kind of communication was closed, telegraph, telephone, then postal address, transport, air links. So it has been restored. And then line of control, the LOC in Jammu and Kashmir created after 1971 ceasefire would be respected by both and not altered unilaterally. So this was also one of the agreement. So what was the conclusion of this whole Simla Agreement? So in order to mark the cordiality, friendship, mutual respect for each other, this particular agreement has been signed, because there should be a peace point, there should be a common point where both countries should decide that we should not kill each other, we should not remain into the controversial thing, we should come to a conclusion. And Simla Agreement was conclusion of 1971 war. But right now this particular thing got suspended. We don't know that what will happen, but if it will be suspended and if it will be officially declared, then this will be a problematic situation for both the countries, because there will be the more firing, there will be more security breach, there will be no any principle to follow and adhere upon. So there are chances that all the forms of the humanity would be compromised. Now we are going to discuss the practice question for prelims. The Simla Agreement signed in 1972 between India and Pakistan aimed to establish joint military operations against terrorism, promote durable peace and resolve issues through peaceful means, divide the regions of Jammu and Kashmir into equal parts, form a regional economic alliance with Afghanistan and Bangladesh? So you can answer into the comment section. Also, you have to think about all these situations and all these, that why such incidents are taking place. Is it just a Kashmir issue, or why they are just targeting the Kashmir? So here you have to understand this thing, that why Kashmir has become a conflicting point for both India and Pakistan. That's it for today's session. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.